Here we are, and welcome to a one-question episode of the Friday Night Movie Podcast, where we are going to answer the question of how was Obsession, because we all watched together.
I mean, like, technically it's a two-question podcast because you already asked this question but didn't record our answers.
Yeah, but now we're all warmed up.
So now we're warmed up. So just to recap, I thought it was a really fun watch. It was a fun group watch. It had some good scares, some good creepiness to it, but without being terrifying. So it was quite enjoyable. Now, I think because of all the hype and as someone who doesn't watch a lot of horror movies, I had it in my mind that I was going to go and see something that was going to be like totally groundbreaking. But I watched it and I was like, oh, it's a horror movie. Okay, that was fun. Now, where I want to really give credit of what did blow me away is the female lead, Nikki.
Navarrete.
The woman that played Nikki, I thought she was so good. She was so fantastic. She absolutely terrified me. She was creepy and weird, and clearly this actress like went above and beyond to like get really grotesque within the role, and I loved her. To me, she was the standout reason to watch this movie.
I think that is the standout thing. I think like that is the thing. Like, I mean, it's very cool what they did on a low budget, but they did it really smartly with lighting and with, they had a few prosthetics and a few bloody things, but in general, it wasn't like there was a monster or laser beams or anything like that. Her performance was absolutely amazing, and the way they edited it was really cool, because when she has her changes in mood is the best way to describe it. I think they did an amazing job.
Her facial expressions. I'm watching some of her facial expressions and I'm going, did they use VFX to get her to make some of these faces?
Like when she smiles and her eyes
get weird, or when she does that crazy frown at the party. I'm like, did they extend her frown with visual effects or something? It's a crazy frown.
And like they have her moving in reverse and stuff. Like that's obviously a camera trick. But Indy Navarrete is like amazing.
Well, yeah, no, she totally
like good for her, and So I just want to say that I think what makes the movie good and different or better than just like a typical like obsession type, couples, whatever, crazy girlfriend thing, is this sort of like kind of a possession. I don't want to give spoilers, but there's a sort of like a possession theme, and there's sort of two versions of her. And that I think makes it interesting because it gives more layers to who the bad guy is in the movie.
And can I tell you what I really like is that they don't really explain anything. And you know what? It doesn't matter.
And everyone's fine.
Everyone's fine. It doesn't affect the story. I still get it.
Well, they explain the rules.
No.
Everybody gets one wish.
They explain the rules.
It.
No, but I don't want to.
Who's on the other end of the phone?
Who's on the other end of the phone?
Like substance.
What is it? And you're just like, and I actually like that because I'm like, oh, it's giving enough to make it a little bit more scary, but without breaking the rules of the universe. And that is much harder than you realize to write. And so good for them for doing that setup.
So if you put so I liked it. I thought it was good. I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding the craze, that people are going to see this so many times and whatever. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
I've seen other horror movies in recent years that I think are like, I thought Oddity, like that scared the life out of me.
If you want to be like truly terrified without anything terrifying even happening, watch Oddity, because that's one of those movies that is like truly you will scream, but like nothing really happens in it at the same time.
Yeah, like I really want to see. Want to see that director's.
What's his other one? Roggle?
Hokum.
There we go.
Hokum just came out. That's the one I want to watch tonight.
Roggle's not a bad. That's not a bad title for a movie.
Groggle.
Yeah.
Groggle. All right.
Trademarked. Copywritten.
There you go. And then I want to put this also in context of having seen Supergirl, which people are crapping all over. And maybe it's unpopular to say this, and they're totally different experiences to describe. But I liked Supergirl, not necessarily as much as Obsession, but not marginally worse. Like,
Yeah, like I feel like if
it's
you can
apples
see-
and oranges.
No, but I feel like if you can go to Obsession and see that 3 times in the theater, then I'm like, then you could go see Supergirl 3 times in the
like
theater.
Supergirl
Like,
is
they're
not that much of a travesty, other than the budget is huge, and it's part of a Superman.
Supergirl has to be a different episode because there's a lot I really enjoyed about that I would. Have we done an episode on it yet?
We did. You were in it.
Oh yeah, I really liked it. You know what?
I'm
sorry. I just do apples and oranges. That's like saying, I liked Project Hail Mary, so why are people freaking out over Obsession? These are two different genres. Obsession is like a Blair Witch. It's maybe like a Together, maybe, but that has a lot of special effects. But it's more of like an indie,
I liked it a lot more than Together.
It's basically the same story as Together, but I think it's a lot more fun to watch.
I liked it. I like the ending of Obsession a lot.
A lot. I did. Yeah. I did really like that. The ending felt very satisfying, whereas the ending of
Together, I think if this movie had a big budget, it wouldn't have gone so viral. For example, Longlegs is a cool kind of different serial killer type movie. But it was a $10 million budget. Now it made $110 million or whatever. So it's pretty amazing what they were able to do. But then I think it's just the fact that it has Nicolas Cage and has a $10 million budget. It doesn't get that viral clout that something like this that looks like you could make on your phone, which is not true. Like an enormous amount of artistry.
It has a fantastic production value. But
people are acting as if like, oh, look, like anybody, I think that's part of the sort of myth around the movie is like, for $5, we could have made this. Well, it's still nearly $1 million and a lot of artistry went into making this film.
I gotta tell you that art director did a really good job. Like she did a really good job because
they should all get bonuses.
It does not look like a low production value by any means, which is what they make it seem like it's going to be.
The costumes are great.
But Blair Witch, that was groundbreaking at the time, and it was made for nothing, and it was viral. And so when you have that sort of story and you hear a story about Obsession, you sort of imagine having lived through the Blair Witch moment.
But if you never did, like kids today don't have a Blair Witch.
But it's still not breaking the mold the way that did
for us.
Yeah, no, the way that it did genre-wise. It added something new to the genre. This is just like, oh, look, you made a genre film for not a lot of money, but it looks good, and now people are watching it. That's, yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
Good.
I think it's just also there's a lot of crap out there.
It's good. I think that's the other true is that
there's a lot of content that's really mediocre.
It's more and more rare to actually come across a movie that you watch it from beginning to end and you go, that was actually really good. Which I will say is how I felt at the end of it. I was like, that was pretty great. I enjoyed it. So good for them.
Yeah, good for them. I also like this whole. I am very averse to movies that have no-name actors being the reason why people see or don't see a movie. Yeah. I think the right people should be in a movie, and you wouldn't have the Brat Pack. You wouldn't have the guys from American Graffiti. You wouldn't have even the guys from
American Pie.
The guys from American Pie. The Euphoria kids. If everybody was always taking famous, right? Like
no, that's true. It's so I fun love when there's new break people out.
I love when there's new people.
Yeah, I thought
the Floaters. Theatrical premiere July 10th.
Oh yeah, this will be out. This will come out on July 10th.
And I think you'll see that movie and go, they didn't make this for a lot of movie, but it looks really good.
And
some
really great unknown actors.
A lot of unknown actors.
Yeah, not a lot of known actors. And you know what? I enjoyed it. I guess we should go see it again and again. Yeah.
All right, guys. A lot of fun. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Friday Night Movie, the sibling rivalry and pop culture podcast. Join the Friday Night Movie family by following @FryNightMovie on all of the socials and visiting our website, FryNightMovie.com. Our theme song is by What Does It Eat? And make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening.